The top 3 Dividend Aristocrats company and total return I'm going to be covering in this video today. Hey, welcome back to another video here at FiscalVoyage. My name is Felix, and today's video we're going to talk about the top 3 Dividend Aristocrat companies that are a great buying opportunity with high total rate of return that you could buy today. And for those of you who don't know, a Dividend Aristocrats are companies that have been growing dividends, paying dividends and increasing the dividends every year for over 25 years or more. So today we're going to talk about the 3 Dividend Aristocrats that have been growing dividends for over 25 years, and some of them has been growing dividends for about 47 years. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as check out my free ebook in the description below, 5 quick metrics to look for before spending your time in evaluating any specific company. All right, the first Dividend Aristocrat we're going to talk about is ABBV Inc., ticker symbol ABBV. Even though this company has only a 9-year history, it's because it spun off from Abbott Labs. If we look here in the Dividend Aristocrat list, ABBV, let me search for it, ABBV. ABBV here has 47 years of dividend increases. It spun off from Abbott Laboratories about 10 years ago, 9 years ago, ABT ticker symbol. And both of them have combined in total 47 years of paying dividend and dividend increase. So the company ABBV overall has tremendous growth potential. As you can see here, 2020 analysts are expecting about 17% earnings growth, and in 2021 18%, and 2022 12% earnings growth. And right now the company has a very low PE of 8.7 based on this high double-digit earnings growth for the next 2 to 3 years. The black line represents the monthly closing price. The orange is the earnings with a multiple about 15.09, and the blue line is a normal multiple about 13.8. The green dots represents my buying positions. You can see here I've done pretty well so far with ABBV, and this is based on yesterday's closing price of $87.28. And you can see here, if the company were to go back to a normal multiple about 14, you have a total annual rate of return of 44.5%. You can see here in the early 2013, 14, 15, it had a multiple of around 20. So that's, if it were to go back to even a low multiple of 13, 14, you have a nice annual rate of return. But let's shrink these estimates down to kind of more reasonable earnings expectations. You can see here at the APE, and the normal multiple dropped to 10.8, and even at a 10.8 normal multiple, you have a 30.5% total annual rate of return, 68% in capital appreciation, and the total return of 82%, which is your price increase as well as the dividends. So that's very positive here. So this is why ABBV is one of the top Dividend Aristocrats buy at current prices right now. The company is BBB plus credit rating, so it's investment grade. The debt is pretty high for this company, but they make substantial cash flow. So this is why ABBV Inc. is one of the top Dividend Aristocrats right now. So let's go on to the second one. The next top Dividend Aristocrats we're going to cover is General Dynamics. It's been growing dividends for 28 consecutive years. You can see here in the fast graph, General Dynamics has a tremendous earning potential. There's been a few years of down years. Of 2012, it had a down year of negative 7%. 2016, negative 5%. And this year, with the economic shutdown and such, negative 8%. But picking up very nicely, 10% in 2021. And 11% in 2022. And if we were to go with a normal multiple of 15, or growth multiple of 15, you can see based on today's valuation of 12.5, you have a nice total annual rate of return of about 20% for the next few years. So that's very positive as well. Let's shorten this time period to get a more realistic normal multiple. And you can see here, in 2017, 2018, it had a higher multiple around 20. So if we were to go back to a multiple of 20, which is very likely if they have one or two good quarters. I could definitely see the price jump up to a multiple of 17 here. You can see total annual rate of return of about 27.3%, 72% total return in the next 2 years. If we were to go back to a modest multiple of 15, a total annual rate of return of 20%, and a total rate of return of 50.7%. So that's real good at current prices. As you can see here, blended adjusted earning yields at 8%, higher than my criteria of 6.5, 7% or higher. A very nice dividend yield, and again, a growing dividend yield that's been growing for 28 years. Credit rated of A, investment grade, low debt to cap ratio 38%. So overall, General Dynamics looks really good at current prices. So it's definitely something you guys should definitely consider. Is in the aerospace and defense segment. Market cap of 40 billion, and again, this very nice annual rate of return of about 20% for the next year or two is very nice for a Dividend Aristocrat company. So let's look at the third and last Dividend Aristocrat. My third Dividend Aristocrats that's a buy right now is Aflac. It's in the financial industry and has been paying and increasing dividends for 37 consecutive years. So you can see here, again, the green dots are my buying price. So I'm up very nicely here with Aflac. Earnings has been flat for the past from 2013 to 2017, but picked up very nicely in 2018 and 2019. And even with the economic shutdown and all the things that's going on, they're expected to grow earnings at about 5%. So it's real positive. As you can see here, if we get rid of this chart back here, the company tends to average about a PE around 10, and right now has a PE around 8. If we were to look at the total annual return, we could get a total annual rate of return of 16.3% at current prices. The company pays a very nice, safe dividend yield of 3.1%, S&P credit rating of A-, investment grade, very low debt to cap ratio. Overall, Aflac is one of my favorite company I own. I love collecting that raising dividends. As you can see here, 20%, total annual rate of return if it were to go back to a normal multiple of about 11. I don't think it'll reach that in the next year or so, maybe a ratio of 10. But even at 10, you have a nice undervaluation currently for Aflac. So this is why I think Aflac is another top Dividend Aristocrat company at today's market. You have adjusted earning yields of 12.6, which is outstanding. The dividend yield, again, 3%, so that's real good, safe dividend yield. And they have a nice payout ratio of only 24.1% based on 2020 expected earnings. So the dividend is very well covered, and a growing dividend at that. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 Dividend Aristocrat companies at today's current market. ABBV, General Dynamics, and Aflac. All 3 companies present great buying opportunities at current prices. Make sure you do your own research, of course. But at today's market price, these 3 companies with a very safe dividend and a growing dividend for over 25 years are great Dividend Aristocrat companies at today's price. I personally own all 3 companies, and I'm up very nicely in all 3, so I'm very happy with my current position. But I think it's definitely something that you guys should look into as well. So thank you for watching. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And leave a comment below. Do you own any of these 3 companies, or are you interested in buying any of these 3 companies? And let me know what other Dividend Aristocrat companies you would like for me to analyze next. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.